If you guys are going to catch this on the replay, I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and make sure that you give us a thumbs up. We're going to do a little outdoor activity today. No water on that. Okay. Oh. Oh, there it is. Get this towel wet. How are you, whoever's in the background? Thank you for being here. We're going to go fishing again. I'm trying to wet my towel. See, my towel? I'm trying to wet it, but I brought the wrong one. I brought a towel that doesn't absorb water very well. You know, it's one of those ones that, doesn't absorb water very much. That's funny. That is kooky, right? Oh well, do the best I can anyway. All right, guys. We got something to drink today, we do. You guys ready to go fish? Come on, let's go fish, guys. Hey, hello, Aria. How are you, Antoinette? How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How's things going for you? We hope things are going well. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out. It is about 85, 86 degrees, light breeze. So we're gonna go do some fishing. Oh, I better turn my scooter up. I'm gonna go so slow. I'm actually at a little pond type lake thing that's in a city park. Oh shit, I lost my rag. I gotta back up. All right. Everything's going well for you? Great, we appreciate that. And thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. Well, you know, it's getting better for us. We lost my dog, died, you know, a little bit over a month ago, so I'm still kind of recovering from my little wiener dog that you guys saw on YouTube all the time that died. So I'm still kind of struggling with that, but we're getting better. Meme is in the house. Meme, how are you? Thank you for being here. You guys ready to go fishing again? This is a big old nature trail. Meme, say hello to Antoinette. They got a great YouTube channel. Whew. It's a little cloudy today, so hopefully the sun won't be knocking out the chat for me. I'm doing fine. Yeah, you know, doing okay. I mean, you know, it's rough. Shit. What are you gonna do, right? Life sucks. So you guys just try to make the best of it. I'm a little dry mouth, so I think my voice is kind of weird, but when I get up here, I'll get something to drink out of my basket. Oh, you guys want to see something kind of pretty? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can show you that. Little running waterfall. That's right. They took your crown, buddy. All right. Hope nobody's in my fishing spot today. Oh man, but yeah, today was okay. You know, I don't know if we got anything done or not. You know, we're gonna. We got some stuff to do this weekend, I know, but oh yeah. We're trying to get my my pizza oven all set up in the backyard. That's one thing we worked on today. So my new pizza oven. When I get that set up, I'll do a video about it. Niagara Falls, yep, stopping by. I appreciate that, buddy. I know how busy you are with everything you do in life. So you stopping by means a lot because I know you're busy boy. I hope the family's doing well. Everybody say hello to each other if you haven't done that. Do the thumbs up, of course. So sorry to hear. Let me slow down so I can read. So sorry to hear that. Yeah, we lost one of our dogs. A pit bull took him away. Oh, damn. Yeah, my Daisy, we knew she had a heart defect from birth, and we kept her anyway, of course. But she was my dog. She kept me from, when I came out of my coma, my dog's the only thing that kept me going, kept me alive. So at least we had her for 8.5 years. But she started having really bad heart problems. Oh my gosh, back right around Halloween. We did everything we could, but there's just, comes a point in time. So she died on us in Alabama when we were on a trip. Kind of sad. Meme saying hello to you. I'm gonna cross this rough road here. So yeah, I would, that dog was, the other one we have is kind of Lorelei's dog. So, but Daisy, I don't know. It's pretty rough for me. So maybe one of these days, when the right one comes along, the right wiener dog, I'm looking at fishing trips. Oh, I think there's a free fishing weekend this weekend. I think it's this weekend. There's a free fishing weekend, meaning you don't have to have a fishing license to fish. I think it's this weekend, everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I don't really care about it because I always have a fishing license. Let's go four-wheeling. I'm hoping my scooter doesn't break, man. I'm telling you. My cheap Chinese mobility scooter is struggling. Man, this lake is turning green. It has no inflow or outflow, I don't think. They need to get some fresh water in this lake. This thing is dirty. We never keep the fish, of course. Taurus, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So here's kind of what they say that's in this lake. It's a stock pond is what this is. But there's no inflow or outflow like a creek or a river. And so it becomes pretty stagnant in terms, it has algae blooms. So it's kind of a yucky lake. But it's really close to my house, everybody. Must not dirty, it's biomass. Yes, that's right. I think I was over here last week and I enjoyed it. Let me get perched up here, boys and girls. Everybody saying hello. Thank you for all that. Thank you all for the thumbs up. We appreciate that. I want to just give you guys a report. Some of you guys have already heard this. We were lucky enough to donate, thanks to you guys, thanks to y'all's donations and support through PayPal and such, we were able to donate school supplies for 60 very, very needy children in the Philippines. So I just wanted to kind of brag about that you guys, because of you guys, we were able to do that. So once again, for all of y'all listen, thank you for helping us with the school supplies. It's not dirty, it's a biomass. That's correct. It is. You're right, Meme. It is. Meme is correct. And I wish, though, the little lake had a inflow and outflow. It needs a creek in it, but I don't see where that happens. But, let me turn this off. Got to turn my scooter off. There's my water. The worms I bought kind of suck. No, the concrete things, I think, were part of like a water station, a water pump or something. I really don't know what it was left over from. I think I don't know, maybe we can't zoom in that far, but where that little kid is walking, see there's a drainage pipe that runs right into that one. So maybe that's the overflow, And the one in the middle here, I'm not for sure what they'd be doing with it. And see, there's another one right here. Another one right there. So I really don't know, to be honest. Yeah, maybe. But the weird thing is as much rain we've had this year, and we've had a lot of rain, guys. I mean, shitloads of rain. Water level's the same. Maybe that's because that's a drainage. I don't know. But it definitely feels the same. So, but I don't know. It's a strange little pond, lake type thing. But like I said, it's really close to my house. Is the only reason I come here. It's easy for me to get here with my mobility scooter. They got this really nice bridge thing that goes across it. Big old dock, a fishing dock. And I like the fact that I can just, ride on my mobility scooter over here and get set up and then just fish and hang out. I'm trying to get my line untied. Set up here. Because I'm actually quite sometimes a very serious fisherman. I can really get into it. And sometimes I'm just trying to take a chill in life. And this little spot allows me to come live stream with you guys. I'll read the chat here in a second, everybody. I'm trying to get my line untangled. I need it to focus. Maybe a floodgate, water finds a way to level its level. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, but it is, I just wish, it would be such of a healthier lake if it had an inflow and outflow of water, if it had a creek. The weird thing is, and I know you guys can't see, but right across that hill, right there, you see that wooden fence? That's a nature trail. Right below that, there is a creek. And this is up in a hill. So we're actually up in a hill. Oh, memes starting with the earth is flat stuff. Man, I don't know about you. One of these days, meme. Ooh. The weird thing is, I hate getting my hands dirty, but I love to fish. And fishing is where I get my hands the dirtiest. I know maybe I'm a prima donna, but I don't like dirty hands. But here I am, getting dirt, worm guts, fish eyeballs, everything under the sun on my hand. But I brought a rag this time. I forgot my rag last time. But I brought one this time so I can wash my hands. Let's see if I can find my rag. Oh, I got the worm sitting on it. See? Oh, you guys can't see. See? Brought a rag this time. But the weird thing is, I got this rag. It doesn't absorb water. I was at the water fountain up here, pouring water all through it, and it just doesn't absorb. I got one of those fancy towels my wife bought that really doesn't absorb water too much, which I guess is okay. I don't know. Airplane again. Oh no, let's see, airplane. Did you see an airplane? Yeah, it's a microfiber towel. Let's see what it is. It's made in China. Made in China. Ah, it's 100% polyester. Wash before use. Wash your machine in cold, like alcohol color. Don't bleach. Whatever. Whatever. Does it really matter? The only thing that matters is, it doesn't work for me. All right. I got my little catfishing rod stuck out there. I need to get a different multi-tool. I need to find one what I want to find is one that has like a hole in it where you can latch it to a lanyard, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for, one that I can do that with. And this one is just a cheap Cabela's, as you can see, for $5, and it works pretty good. But there's not a place for me to hook a lanyard to it, or a string or a rope, whatever you want to call it, so that I can keep it handy. The structure of microfiber is so high it doesn't need to suck water in like Lotus Effect. Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I just know I got the wrong one. That's what I know, buddy. I got the wrong one. But that's all right, right? See, I like having all of my tools on a little lanyard. See, I got my my line spurs and everything on a lanyard. Oh no, did I get the wrong one? Let me just start over on this one. I'm feeling my line, making sure that it's in good shape so I can use it. We thank everybody for being here, and thank you all for the help with the school supplies. I mean, that was fantastic. I'm going to try to get a video together to show you some of what we did with it so you guys all know where your donations went to. And I'll tell you something interesting kind of happened out of that. Was part of the school supplies went to a very small island in the Philippines, right? There's 10 families, 10, on this island where our friends came from. Shit, I dropped the damn line. And so we were able to provide school supplies for kids in need. Some of them lived kind of more like in a city setting, but not quite a city. And then we had 10 families on this island. And once we started looking into it, this island, which is where our friends were born and live, is, extremely poor island. They count on the coconut harvest for their livelihood, is what they do apparently. And they count on the coconut harvest and a little bit of fishing to survive. And so what we were learning about these people was there does come a point in time in the year where times come a little hard. They don't have the food. Times are tough for about 4 or 5 months every year. And they try to plan for it, of course. But as you know how that is, it can be difficult. So what we've decided to do, and we've already raised a little bit, thanks to all of you wonderful people, we're going to raise $500 is my goal. And I'm looking for $500, and every penny of it's going to go to buy dry goods for these families on this island in the Philippines. They're going to go, we already got it set up where once we get the money, our friends are going to buy the supplies. deliver them, and we're going to kind of like make not food baskets, I guess is what you do, but nothing but dry goods like noodles and things of that nature is what we're going after. Shit. Don't you guys make me cuss. If anybody wants to help with that, you can super chat us, but we prefer you go to PayPal and hit us up on PayPal. Do you have the whirlpool in your garden? The warmth and the bubbles are very soothing. We have a whirlpool, we have a jacuzzi tub inside the house. So our master bathroom, a lot of master bathrooms in America have jacuzzi tubs. And yeah, we have one, and I use it. I like it, I use it. I'm very fond of it, to be honest. All right, let me get this closed up. So you like jacuzzi tubs yourself, huh? All right, let me get a drink. I need a drink. I brought a drink today, see? And I brought some bottled water to wash my hands with. I brought my phone battery. See, I got a battery charger, or phone charger right here. I brought that. Make sure that's turned on, because last time I didn't turn it on. Let me leave it where I can see it, okay? A little warm. Yeah, a lot of Americans, if you don't know me, really enjoy hot baths. I mean, we really do. We like hot showers and baths. Why we like it so much, I don't know. On the other end of the world, like Lorelei, when she takes a shower, I think the water's cold. And Lorelei will never jump into the jacuzzi tub with me because it's way too hot. So like in the Philippines, you know, for an American, for me, I had to work pretty hard to get hot water to take a shower. It's, you know, I don't know how it is in other parts of the world, but in America, we like hot water. There it is. In Germany, we say warm dusha. Warm dusha? So, my wife doesn't even know why I wash the dishes in scalding hot water. She's like, you know, they can get clean without, you know, because I like the water when I do dishes to be super hot before I start washing them. I'm like, no. I'm like, well, I know, but I like it hot. My first shower ever, morning is cold. Tool for refreshing and waking up. Yeah, not me. I find any water refreshing, to be honest. And I don't like cold showers at all. I hated them in the Philippines. Well, at least in the Philippines, we did have like lukewarm, you know, like you could set a bucket of water outside. And they do have heaters, don't get me wrong. In the Philippines, they do have wall or ceiling mount water heaters, you know, but a lot of the places we were at, none of them worked. You know, shock. The hotels we stayed in, shit, never seemed to work. The house we rented, the condo we were having to stay in, we never seemed to have hot water. But I'm a fan of hot water, let me tell you. Now, back when I got married, I had a different house. And I was still healthy back. Well, I wasn't healthy, but I didn't know how bad sick I was. So back then, I was still mowing my yard and doing all the work, and it was hard, but I was doing it, right? And what I enjoyed, that house had a swimming pool. And so one of my favorite things to do was to mow the yard and then do a big old nesty plunge type thing in my swimming pool. Man, that was one, I loved that. I mean, that was the best part of the day. Best part of the day, man. Jumping in that swimming pool when it's 95 degrees out, 90 degrees, oh my goodness. You know. But now we're poor and we don't have a swimming pool, and to be honest, I don't want a swimming pool. I have a German friend from Hamburger in the Philippines who's offer development aid. And I would like to contact you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Trying to read here, make sure I can read. And look, Meme, you're number one again. So, who offers development aid. I'm happy to meet anybody. I don't know what development aid is. What do you mean by that? Can you kind of give me a brief description? And these worms are horrible. The quality of the earthworms I've been having to buy suck. I went by the really good place today, but they were completely sold out. They said that the Arkansas Game and Fish came yesterday and bought every worm they had because they're doing that free fishing weekend, and they're doing a big event with a bunch of kids over at a lake in a place called Fayetteville, Arkansas. So I wanted to stay away from that, but he had no worms, so I had to go to Walmart, and their worms suck. Okay, you guys ready to try to catch a fish? Let me get that out there and clean my hands up while we sit here. I like wearing hats, but man, this one's kind of hot. This one's a lot hot, but I look cool, right? Do I look cool? Oh. All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm set up and that I didn't lose anything, that I'm good to go. Scooter's off, so I saved the battery. You guys are here, so I got that taken care of. I got my extra pole over here as an emergency that I need to work on, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. He's offered techniques to create bicycles from bamboo. Holy shit. And bed from bamboo. Help locals to get their own street food. Wow, that's really cool, man. I'd like to meet him. I would mean that. That would be awesome, buddy. Ooh, that's something big over there. I would like to meet him. Does he have a YouTube channel or anything? I'd like to. I would probably find what he does very fascinating. And it sounds like that he's charitable, which Lorelai and I try to be. You know, that's why we do a lot of the things we do. Ooh-wee, I had a fish, but I lost a fish. That's pretty cool, man. YouTube channel, oh wow, that's great. Do you know the name of it? Can you drop it? You're blue, so if you go out and find it, I think you can drop it in the chat. And then are you connected with me on Facebook? Are we connected, Meme? I think we are. Maybe you can send me a message with you know, his stuff on there or something. I think we're connected, so. So yeah, we're going to try to raise that money. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just whenever. So yeah, we're going to raise some money for school. Not, we already did the school supplies. Crap. Food. All right. I will come back and find that. Shit. Because I can't go to it now, as of course. But I would definitely like to see what he is up to. Dang it. I'm using a really, really thin 2-pound test Vanish Berkeley line, and I love it, but it is so lightweight and delicate that, man, it tangles up really, really easy, and I mean really easy. Maybe I don't need that today. Oh yeah, let me do a screenshot. You're right, meme, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to do a screenshot. You're right, buddy, thank you. Oops. All right, are we ready? Oh, you can have Siri do that? Hey Siri, do a screenshot. Hey Siri, what time is it? I don't think my Siri is working because I'm on the phone. I'm on the live stream. I didn't know you could tell it to do a screenshot. Hell, that would have been nice. Hey Siri, you suck. But that would have been nice. I mean, but I don't think it's going to do it. This is what I don't understand. There's a bunch of girls coming this way. They're walking their dogs, which is fine. But here's what's funny. It's almost 90 degrees out here, right? And they're wearing big old sweatshirts. Exercising in big ass sweatshirts. It's just kind of funny. Well, Siri is trained in my voice. There's certain things like setting an alarm. I do a lot of that. I tell Siri to set a lot of alarms. Hey Siri, set a 9. Yeah. So usually you got to do this. Hey Siri. See, it's not recognizing. Marcos, I'm doing good, buddy. I'm trying to fish again. There's a plane above us. People fishing. Here's the little pond we're at again, guys. Same pond as last time, where we caught a bunch of catfish. I hate this setup. Yeah, doing pretty good. You know, I hate to be a little whiny bitch, you know, but I still miss my dog really bad. So I'm kind of having issues with that, to be honest. You know, my PTSD has started to fire back up because my dog died. I don't know how to explain all of that, but some maybe on a live stream we'll all talk about PTSD and stuff like that. But Marcos, I appreciate that. Nice day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Maybe you try it after the stream. Yeah, no. It will do it. That's what I mean. I think just can't do it on the live stream. But I know it can do, well, I didn't know it could do that, but I know it can do things. My wife has hers and mine trained to do whatever the hell she says, you know, so, all right, you guys ready to try to catch a little fish? Let's see what we can do to catch a little fish while we wait for a bigger fish. Bonjour to you, Marcos. My wife took, thinking of bonjour, I know this is a horrible lead into that, but my wife had a food day at her work, you know, where everybody brings a little bit of food. And guess what she brought? Can anybody guess what we found at Sam's Club? And she likes them, so she bought some big old box of them to take. So if you can guess what she bought, and I'll give you a hint, they're kind of related to bonjour. And everybody keeps saying hello to each other if you guys would. Ooh wee, it's warm. I should have bought me like a beer or a wine cooler today, but it's been a really good day to sit out here with the beer. So we got somebody fishing over there. My bobber's over here. I'm trying to catch a perch. I think I might have one. Maybe a turtle. I might have caught a turtle. I think I caught a turtle. Oh, he let go. I had a turtle. I don't want a turtle, but I had a turtle. Frog legs? No. It's not meat. Will that help you? Will that help you? If you get it right, you get to have a free autographed picture of me. Doesn't that sound good? Oh, I like cheese. No. Look, I like cheese. I would never, ever, ever let my wife take cheese to work. The hell with them. They don't deserve cheese. No, cheese is mine. When we buy cheese, no. Shit ain't going to her job. You know, she works for a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and she has to bring food to help feed her teammates, right? But they're not getting cheese. Not my cheese anyway, bastards. Just saying. Baguette? No, but close. You're really close. We do have baguettes around here, but that's not what she got. They're, maybe this helps. They're butter flavored. There you go. Croissants. I need to check my other line. There you go, buddy. Croissants. I like croissants. I like croissants in sandwiches, you know, or made as a sandwich or whatever you want to say. I like it with, you know, turkey and bacon and cheese. I like croissants. Yep, took my bait. I knew he did, bastards. Man, it's a beautiful day. Last week when I was here, or the week before, whenever it was so hot and sunny, it was just unbelievable. Man, that's a good, that dude there is running. I like croissants too with butter and Nutella. Oh yeah. We've actually done that. Nutella is a fantastic hazelnut type spread, man, let me tell you. It's some good stuff now. Planes are flying over. Shoo-wee. I bought some cut shad. See, piece of dead fish. I don't have a real good catfish hook on here, but that's okay. Ooh wee, I got a stinky. Holy parts. That one's stinky, boys and girls. Yeah, it does it. It comes from, I didn't know that. It comes from, originates from Italy. I did not know that. I just know it's damn good. It's expensive here, and I don't know how healthy it is. I think it's loaded with calories. So to be honest, we don't really eat it because of, it doesn't, it seems kind of like a dessert, and we're trying to diet, so we don't really eat it. But man, I'll tell you, it is good. But I didn't know it comes from Italy. See, I learn something every day. Yeah, the palm oil, and I do think doesn't it have the, oh, what? I want to say it also has, shit. That thing that we all apparently hate to have in our body. I can't remember. But it's good stuff, I agree. And we can buy it in big old jars here, like, 32-ounce jar. I mean, but we love it, but we just don't buy it because, not like it's good for us. All right. Bunch of little perches over there. I don't have the right size hook for perch fishing. These are one size too big. I need to go to the fishing place and buy some a little bit smaller than this. They're the best for perch fishing. Corn syrup, that's what it is. Thank you. Real sugar, not corn syrup. Okay, good. That's what I was looking for, the corn syrup word. Because that's kind of like the buzzword, my friend James Robinson, you guys may have seen him on here a lot. He turned me on to a product called Skinny Popcorn. It literally has no artificial ingredients. It has about 2 or 3 ingredients like popcorn. It tells you what type of oil, which is a very healthy oil, and maybe salt. It has, there's like 2 or 3 ingredients because I like to snack on popcorn. So and it's very low calorie. Pat's in the house. Hey, Pat, thank you for coming in. So it's really, really good. It's called Skinny Popcorn. James Robinson told me to try it, and so I bought it, and man, it's good. They got a light cheese flavor and a kettle corn flavor, and they're all very healthy. It's very, there's no weird chemicals in it. So, Ferraro is the original company who made Nutella. Ferraro is based in Italy. And the Ferraro, if I'm pronouncing it right, which I'm probably not, isn't that the company that makes the candy? Don't they make a candy? Pat, how are things going in your world today? I'm back at the fishing hole, just so you know. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you look up the Skinny Pop popcorn, I mean, that's what it is. It's like, wow. But it tastes really, 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 really good. So here we are. If you guys want to look at the scenery versus looking at me. So I bought some of that as a snack because, you know, we're on our big weight loss thing. Got a fish. You guys want to see the fish I caught? Nutella contains 32% of fat, portion of which is palm oil, making it one of the ingredients on 20%. Ah, yeah, okay. Professor's in the house. How are you? Ronald, how are you, buddy? What's going on in your world? Can you guys see what I just caught? There you go. There you go. Don't be scared. It's a 60-pound perch. Ronald, thank you for coming in, brother. I don't know. Oh, this one ate it really bad. Damn. I'm gonna have to. This one's gonna die. Shit. I don't like killing the fish, you know, because we don't eat it. Well, maybe I can save it. I got to do surgery on it, guys. See if I can save its life. I don't think so, guys. Oh, why'd you do that, you little fish? Ah, this is gonna be horrible. Oh, shit. He's gonna die. He's bleeding all over me. I won't show you the blood. Ronald, I don't know. I can't remember. Did you? I think you were on the live stream where Lorelei did the school supplies, right? If not, I just want to make sure you knew, because I know you helped us out, that we were able to provide 60 kids. I think you were there. We did 60 kids school supplies. Okay, all right, so I don't have to do it again. I'm just trying to remember to thank everybody for helping us out with that, because we are going to try to raise some money for the food. I think we've got that figured out, thanks to input from a lot of you guys. We're going to try to raise $500 so that we can buy cases and cases, and I mean cases and cases, of dry goods, like dry soup, is what we're going to do. That's our next thing. So everybody say hello to each other, Pat. So Pat is having problems. Where'd you go, Pat? My fingers locked up on my, wow, why did they lock up? Arthritis? Surprised egg is forbidden in America because of small items that you may not, and be, wow, I didn't know that. No problem, yeah, welcome. PA's in the house, good to see you. Everybody say hi and subscribe to each other. Give us a thumbs up. PA, my friend, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Are you doing well? Yeah, it's kind of a question and you know, a statement, I guess. No, we hope you're doing well. With stiff left fingers, wow, do you have carpal tunnel maybe? Sometimes when you have carpal tunnel, your fingers will jam up and lock up. Doing good, just off work. Nice, nice. I'm fishing. Now, this is what I wear on a daily basis. I go around in my fishing vest and my weird little fishing hat to catch fish. Gonna to fish tomorrow? Nice to see you. Yeah, me too, you know. The only way, to be honest, I get out, and I think you guys all know this, is a mobility scooter. I hate to admit that I'm in bad enough health that I have to have a mobility scooter, but I'll tell you guys, if you're like me and you like the outdoors and you're having health issues, get a mobility scooter. Don't sit at home and do nothing. So just don't do it. Don't sit home and do nothing. And I know it's hard, because it's much easier just to sit home and do nothing. And when we're depressed, it's even worse. As is, you're right. Okay, good. At least I know something. Oh, I'm getting a bite. Gluten Morgan. Professor is speaking the language. First name, hey, outdoors, yes. I have a mobility scooter. Oh, you do not. You're too young. You may have a real scooter, but not a mobility scooter for old fat handicapped people like me. You're young and healthy. Chicks don't dig mobility scooters though. Has 2 wheels and electric scooter, electric motor. I'm moving my hands and fingers just to get there. Okay, good. Keep them exercised. Call it an e-bike. I have an e-bike too. I haven't rode it yet this spring, or summer. I'm going to though. What the hell's going on? So I'm going to try to ride my e-bike here real soon. Probably one day next week. I did lose some weight, as you guys know. So I'm hoping that that means that I can get a little bit better riding in. Yuck. But I've been trying to walk more. It's like, for instance, the other day we went to Sam's Club just to get a couple of items. We knew what we needed. So we were going in, not trying to spend an hour there. Just trying to go in and get the things and get out, which is hard with a wife, as you guys all know. But I walked that day. The other day we were at Sam's, and we were there looking at everything as while I was bored and all of that. And so I rode the mobility scooter. They have really good ones at Sam's Club, by the way, compared to Walmart. Pat says, we're old. Only need a mobility scooter, me. Yeah, I know. Ronald's the oldest, and he's healthier than all of us. But Professor is healthy. So I've been trying to walk more. It's like today, I had to run into Walmart just for a couple of items, so I walked it. So I'm trying my best this year to get a lot more. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that. My heart's bad, and I got to get my pacemaker changed here this year. That's partly why we're stuck in traffic, because I got to change the pacemaker. And same here. Yes, I know. Yeah, Ronald's in better shape than all of us. That's the sad thing. Mr. Taylor the Taylor master I'm getting a bite, is in better shape than all of us. But even, I'll tell you guys, especially since some of you guys I know pretty well, since Daisy, my dog, passed away, you guys all know that I was in a coma and I suffered tremendous PTSD from what happened to me in the coma, the abuse that happened to me and being murdered and all that shit in my coma, right? So Daisy, my dog, since about, the last few years, I really hadn't had too many horrible nightmares. From that, the first 4 years, it's been, 8 years. The first 4 years are pretty rough, but it started getting better. I started learning to deal with my triggers, right? But my dog Daisy was a big part of that. She knew how to distract me. I don't know how dogs do it, but she could tell when I was stressed, all of that stuff, right? But she's died now, so my damn PTSD, my freaking nightmares are coming back. I don't know what the hell to do about that shit. So the LOP lift allows you to cover long distances on foot, walking pace. Okay, 25 kilometers. Hiking on it is unique. Okay, I'm gonna look at it. I'm sure I probably couldn't deal with it, not only with the bad heart, but I'm kind of like Pat. I got bad ankles. I've had ankle reconstruction surgery, and I've had knee replacement surgery. So hanging out on the feet, standing up for long periods is what really gets me into trouble. So standing up and walking and doing ba-ba. But riding a bike I can do because there's no bop. And, so that's kind of where I'm at. Would I very much like to be able to not have problems in my ankles? Oh, yeah. Got nerve damage in both. Yeah, I have the neuropathy in my feet too. But I've literally had ankle reconstruction surgery in one, in the left ankle, and in the right leg. Yeah, I had a total knee replacement, which helped tremendously. But it's it flares up, and I have a lot of problems with it. And I need to have my ankle redone, my other ankle, but I'm not going to do it. You have to keep running, or the problems will get worse. Yes. Well, and I agree with you in the sense, I'll tell you, it's kind of like, my wife wants to do everything to help me, which I appreciate. Like having mobility. I need a better mobility scooter. I get that. Okay, I really do. But I've told my wife that how I feel if I come to depend on and use it all the time, everywhere we go, everything we do, then I'm going to become worse. You know what I mean? I think, I kind of say it like this. If you choose to sit down and not get up, and then you're done for it. So no matter how bad I feel or hurt, I try to get up and I try to move. Where does it come from? The mobility scooter? Or what? What are you asking where it comes from? About which? Maybe you're asking about where my beauty comes from? Our mobility scooter is a cheap Chinese one we bought in the Philippines. But it wasn't cheap, it's just cheaply made. But I will give it credit. It's still working. It doesn't work very well, and it doesn't suit. The biggest problem with it is my body. It's kind of like this scooter is designed more for Pat. Pat's a lighter weight, and he's shorter. So Pat would probably do good on the scooter. I'm a bigger guy. I would like the seat to be up about 4 inches, but it don't adjust. The feet, where you put your feet, is too close. I keep my body moving around. Can't run well, you can't run and you shouldn't run. But I know what you mean. But I really believe that if you give up, which look, guys all know I'm very honest, and there's been many, many, many times that I would have been happy to give up, and but I think if you give up, I don't know, it's not a good thing to. And part of it is admitting defeat. I hate to admit the fact that I need help. I really do. Because, when I was Meme's age, I was a manly man. And now I'm a crippled or an old guy with disabilities. Just walk, yep. Where does the health problems come from? Well, I guess you might say genetics. I don't know. My mother died early of cancer and heart failure. I have heart failure. I don't have cancer because I don't smoke, never have smoked. My dad died of cancer, but probably from my mother's family. I think, I don't know. I do have I've had lung failure, so I have a disease in my lungs called sarcoidosis, which causes me a lot of problems. And then I have kidney issues, kidney failure. I think the kidney failure, to be honest, comes from all the medicine I've been on. I think all the drugs that I've been on over the years has screwed up my kidneys. Yeah, just walk. Yeah, I don't want to run. You haven't heard this one, Brother David? No? So, yeah, I don't know, meme. There's definitely times that I would like to give up, let me tell you. I would be very happy to give up. And there is a time in my life after the coma that if it wasn't for my dog, Daisy, that's why I'm having so much trouble. If it wasn't for my dog, Daisy, I wouldn't be here today by my own hands. I would have made damn sure of that. But my dog stayed with me so much and paid attention to me so much that she prevented that from happening, and I know it. If you give up, you be reincarnated. Well, when I get to go fishing again, I guess that'd be okay with me. You know? It'd be nice not to have all the health problems, but it is what it is. You learn to live with the health problems that you have. You try to make the best of it. I give advice. I believe in God also. I believe in demons. Those are also scary. They are. And I don't think you can have one without the other. If you believe in demons, and you got to believe in the opposite, God or heaven, or ain't, you got to believe in a good. So I don't know. Yeah, Pat has seen things in his life that makes him go, I think we all have. I'm watching my popper. You guys want to people watch a little bit? Here, let me turn the camera a little bit. Maybe you can't see very much. Just the park where we're at. Believe me, your dog is next to you right now, brother. Oh, I know that, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Don't even know if I can. The only thing I know is she's gone, and my nightmares have reared their ugly head again. I think I'm ready, and I would like to have another one. A long-haired female wiener dog. I think I don't know. There's parts of me that says not to do it, and there's parts of me that says to do it, so I don't know. The fourth dimension? Well, can we go to the fourth dimension today and just get it over with? Here, let me turn the camera. You guys need something better to look at than a tree. There you go. And I will say this, one thing I truly know, I don't know anything for sure. I know very little for sure. Damn it. What I do know absolutely for sure, guys, is belief is an extremely powerful thing. So I don't care if you believe in turtles as a supreme power, or God, or I don't care. Jehovah, it doesn't matter. Believe that David Koresh is the Messiah returned, I don't care what it is. But what I'm saying is, when people believe, it's a mighty powerful thing. Mighty powerful thing. And I am convinced that humans are designed to believe in something. Yeah, we've talked about that. Energy cannot be generated or consumed, I know. So, David Koresh, is in hell, I heard. Well, he's dead for sure. I don't know. I don't know what he really believed, to be honest. I know he thought he was the Messiah. So I think if you believe in hell, he's definitely in hell, because he goes against everything that the good side of that would have believed in. But plus all the fact that how many people he killed or let die. Jim Jones is a psycho. That's where drinking the Kool-Aid comes from, right? Down in Ghana, he killed all those people in Ghana. Or talked them into mass suicide. We got another, boys and girls. Let me move this. See how big that fish is? Have you guys ever seen anybody else catch fish like this? Telling you. Cult leaders, yeah. And there's a lot of them. Remember I gotta fix my hat, it's irritating me. What was the other one? Heaven's Gate, remember that one? And then they also had that cult leader in death in Japan. They also had one in Japan, if you remember right. Nice catch, yes. It's because I'm a catching fishing magnet, man. I'm a fishing god. I am the Lord and Master of this water. Let's throw over there by that weird concrete thing that you saw, Meme. I bet you we catch a fish over there. My bobber's right down that way. You see the pole? All right, maybe I can get a drink in. But you know what's weird is in some ways, isn't all religions a cult in some way? Don't they have some of the same attributes as a cult? The Heaven's Gate is a simulation of your brain short before death. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know if you knew in America, we had a group that followed, I can't remember this guy's name, followed this guy thinking they were all going to go up into space and ride a comet or something. And he was called the Heaven's Gate group. I can't remember his name. But yeah, I know what you mean, Meme. I do. I've heard that before. Pat says, I've had out-of-body experience and it is scary. There you go. I like that one. The true religion is love. I don't disagree with that. I think, when people ask me about religion, I tell them religion's like this. I think and I believe. Religion is like a piece of pie, a big old piece of big ass pie, really big pie. So just think of that. Branch Sullivan. Yeah, okay, you remember, the Branch Sullivan, yeah, something like that. Break out and sweat. Davidian branch. Okay, yeah, Davidian. Okay, that's right, the Branch Davidians. So I think religion is a gigantic pie, and all the different nominations, denominations, groups are just taking a slice of pie. They take the ingredients of the pie out of the pie that they like, and then they say it's the absolute. They all have the same basic ingredients, one or two common ingredients. Okay? And then they carve it up, chop it up, make it their own. But I do think in the center of this pie, there is one or two core common things for everybody. And part of that's love and doing good. Where it's peaceful. Gonna go to a good place where it's peaceful? Yeah. Well, I think death is peaceful. I mean, I don't care what you believe. I mean, I think when you die, it is peaceful. All religions try to focus on another thing's true. Religion yourself, I am. Yeah. To be yourself without ego, spread love. I agree with that. I think religious groups, and I'm not trying to bash religion at all, but, I always give my real opinion, whether anybody likes it or not. I think a lot of groups like the Catholics, the Baptists, the Methodists, the Protestants, everybody else, they just take what they like out of religion, and then they say that's it. That's what it is. You have to do this. You have to believe that. And if you don't, then you're going to go to hell, because we like A, B, and C, but we don't like D, E, and F. So, and I don't like that. And I know I might get a lot of shit for this, and I am not Muslim, and I don't know enough about Islam or anything, to be honest. But I've had a couple good friends that were. And I think the one thing that I appreciate about them, one, I've been treated so kindly by them, it's unbelievable. But two, one of the thing that I really like is they talk about how in the Quran it has not been manipulated. It's still the same thing. You cannot say that for the Christian Bible. The Christian Bible has been rewritten, edited more times than you can imagine, depending on who was in power. And I really believe that, and I don't like that. I don't like it. Can't do anything about it. I'm just saying I don't like it. So, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know enough about the Quran. I've never read it. But the few friends I've had when we've had this conversation has mentioned how the Quran has never been altered or changed. I'm like, well, if that's the case, that's very good. Hang on, Pat, I'm getting a fish. Pat says, I read the New Testament, Old Testament, and the Bible. I don't push anyone. I was raised Baptist faith, Pentecostal faith, yeah. Well, I was raised Baptist too. I don't like the money issue when it comes to religion. And I'll just tell you, to be honest, I don't like that. I don't know, there's so many things I don't like, I don't think is right, and I don't think is smart. Pat was raised a Methodist, been, as a kid, the Catholic visiting. Yeah, I've been to a lot of different churches. I will tell you, you guys might be shocked by this, but I was at the Buddhist temple in Cebu in the Philippines, right? I went there. And it was one of the most spiritual places I've ever been in my life. The Buddhist temple in Cebu, the Philippines, and the Taoist temple. And I know it's not unique to the Philippines, but I was there. I enjoyed it. I found, for me, it was, I guess, very spiritual. I mean, I was just taken back by watching some of the activities. Hell is when you don't go with yourself. Yeah, hell is when I get you in bad relationship, bad jobs. Hell is on earth. I agree with that. So I think there's a lot of places that you can go that is not in your wheelhouse of religion that will impress you. I have. I've been to some really pretty Catholic churches, and I love the argument. I got a turtle chasing my worm. I'm just not letting him catch it. Come on, little turtle, run faster. I wish you guys could see that. That's funny. So, I encourage people to go outside of their faith. And I tell people, I believe this. If you go outside of your faith, I think it's only going to strengthen your faith. That's what I think. I encourage people to do that type of stuff. Because if you truly have a belief in something, I think, ooh, there goes that turtle. I think it would only get stronger when you see how other people believe and think. I don't know for sure, guys. And if I'm right or wrong, to be honest, about that. But I just find it very therapeutic to go to other locations, to other religion, other churches. I mean, I've never been to, a synagogue or anything, and I've never been to a lot of other places. But I can appreciate other religions. That's why I tell people on my channel, I don't care what religion you believe in, what country you're from, what language you speak, you are all welcomed here at my channel. Because I like to learn, and I learn from all of you guys a lot. I want to know your experiences, what you think. Why do you think X, Y, and Z? Faith doesn't exist, sorry. Well, I think faith does exist. Because I think it's just an action verb. Faith is to have a belief in something. It's an action. So, I think it does exist. It may not exist in the way you're thinking of it, but I do believe it exists. Faith doesn't exist, sorry. I think it does and I think it does, and why I kind of think it does, I think it does people a lot of good to have faith in something. Faith is a very powerful tool, so to speak. So, because we got to have faith or belief that our doctor, right, is trustworthy, is honorable, right? So that's part of that. I have faith in my doctors. That exists. So are you kind of trying to say that faith in a God doesn't exist because God doesn't exist? Oh, the world runs out. Yeah, well, I agree with that. The planet definitely is nothing but a big old scientific magnet, without question. But day-to-day lives, I believe, run on faith. They run on belief. If I didn't believe I would get a paycheck when I go to work, why would I go to work? We're getting another bite, boys and girls. Let me see if I can turn the camera. There it is. See my bobber? That's my bobber. See it? I either got a turtle playing with it or a little perch. See? See the bobber? Oh, yeah, let's watch these people fall. Shit. They're going to fall in the water. Meme is planets don't exist. I believe planets exist. Planets are another belief. I don't know. I think that's wrong. To control you, Stanley Cup. Well, you think it ate my worm? I think it ate my worm, boys and girls. Any fan, buddy. How are you, buddy? What are you up to, man? How are you? Sorry I don't get to catch your lives in the morning. You know, I told you my wife is working the evening shift. She gets home late, so I try to, you know, sleep in late. But oh crap. Congratulations on 5,000 subscribers, by the way, buddy. If you guys aren't subscribed to Anyfin, please do that. I think we've got two so far. Ah, you got skunked. Man, I haven't been skunked in a year or two. Man, it sucks when you get skunked. I'm at a pond is where I'm at. This is kind of like just a small lake or pond that's kind of like in a park setting. It's wheelchair accessible is why I come here. It's easy to get to. And there's a lot of catfish in here. So in a little bit, I'll start catching catfish. But right now, I've just been plucking perch. Kind of kills the time, right? Yeah, you got to set the bar really low, right? Shit. I got a bug on me. Meme is saying, what? Please show me a satellite camera that can zoom in on live world marble right now. Well, I can't do that right now. I'm kind of busy. Yeah, I went all in for a giant carp. And one broke off, didn't get another bite. Wow. See, I don't think carp are real common around here. I'm sure they are, but I don't think people fish for carp around here very much. I've caught a lot of turtles out of this little pond lake. I'll kind of show you where I'm at now that I've said hello. So it's just a little pond lake thing. And I'm on a bridge. Let me loosen the camera up. See, there's a fishing platform and dock that crosses the lake. Is what this is. And then the rest of the lake looks the same. So we're in the middle of the lake right now on the little bridge platform. But it's easy for me to get to with my bad body, you know what I mean? Let me show you guys the water. Trout, carp are tough to get, very smart. 30 pounds, holy crap, man, that's a big fish. Yes, don't you hate it? Ooh, shit, got one. Got a fish, boys and girls. Got a fish, boys and girls. Woo-hoo. Hey, David, just did something. I got a fish. Woohoo! Let me show you. I got a fish. I got a fish. You guys ready for the fish? This is the big one of the night so far. Let me turn the camera around so you can see how big this is. A 30-pound fish. Anyfin, this is what a 30-pound fish looks like. See how big that is? Look how big that is. So big it takes up my camera. So that's what we're catching while we're catfishing. The catfish will start getting excited here in a little bit. They usually start up in a little bit. Oh, the drag setting, you like that, right? Isn't that cool? I did that on purpose, you know, Eddie Finn. I like the way it sounds, right? Oh, I like that. There is no small fish, only short arms. Let's see. I probably missed the chat while I was working on that. Sorry if I miss your comment. Just repeat it. Or when I get a minute, I'm trying to get the hook out. I always use hemostats when I fish. Number one thing, hemostats, and that's why I wear fish. Oh, here's our fish. Fucker. You see what that fucker did? You see that? You see how that fish treated me? Get in the water. Man, that fish was not nice to me. You see that? Little bugger. T-Rex arms, yes. Oh, a lot of people ask me, well, why do you wear a fishing vest when you're on a mobility scooter sitting on a park, you know, and you're fishing? You know, because usually you see guys wearing these when they go trout fishing, which we go trout fishing. But if you guys want to fish and you don't want to fool around a lot, get a fishing vest. You get to put clippers on it. You got your hemostats. You got a tape measure. You got your multi-tool. You got extra hooks and bobbers and sinkers and gear. And you don't got to go find the stuff. That's what I like, convenience. Let's see what's going on. Anybody, you guys all like how that fish treated me? That was personal, I know, man. Karma, yes, that's called karma. I'm not very observant. I thought you were on a boat. 2 beers. Now I'm on a bridge. I'm on a bridge, just a little park bridge. See, there's a nature trail. I don't know, you guys can see it. You see that wooden fence? So there's a walkway that goes all the way around this. It's part of our big green trail system in this part of the world. We got, I don't know, maybe 100 miles of green trails. So it's good for bicycling, picnicking. A lot of people come here and just exercise and walk their dogs. But I'll tell you, I always outfish everybody else. This is the place where Lorelei and I were last year. We had a really good time. We were catching perch because I like to take the wife fishing, but she gets bored in about 4.5 minutes. So I try to get her to where she's doing something, catching fish, right? I gotta go do some adulting. Good luck, brother. Thank you, Andy, for coming by. We appreciate you supporting our channel. We really do. We appreciate you. We enjoy your channel, but I appreciate you, coming to mine and helping me grow my channel. But we were here last year, catching perch, because we were bored, had nothing better to do. And there was a Korean family here, and they thought Lorelei was Korean, which I thought was funny, because every Asian that we run into think Lorelei is them. We ran into a lady from Vietnam on an airplane. Well, she thought Lorelei was Vietnamese. We ran into a Japanese family. They thought Lorelei was Japanese. I guess she looks like everything. But we were here, and there's this little Korean family, and this old lady was trying to talk to her in Korean. Lorelei doesn't know Korean. And they were trying to catch perch, and they were using these really big hooks. And Lorelei and I were catching perch left and right. We're using worms and these little bitty hooks. And she sent her kids over to talk to Lorelei and ask what we were doing and how we were doing it. And so I gave them some fishing hooks and said, here's how you do it. And I showed them, explained it to them. And we gave them, they probably walked away with, I don't know, 60 to 80 perch. And, but they were just so happy that somebody took the time to show them, explain to them how to catch these fish. And, but one of the weird things about it was the lady had no problem, the grandma, she had no problem hanging on to the fish, right? But she wouldn't touch a worm for anything. And so she would come over when her kids or somebody disappear, she would come over and ask if I would put a worm on her hook for her. And so I did, I don't mind. And we gave them a lot of little perch. So it was funny. It just you know, nice family. They haven't been in America that long. The kids were, you know, in elementary school. Just kind of fun. Lots of perch. Lots of them. It was fun. She had a rice sack. By the time we were done, she had a rice sack almost 3/4 way full. Nobody's touched my bait over there. Maybe I'm too deep. Let me go over here. I'm trying some dead cut fish. I did buy a new thing, and I don't know if I'm going to use it tonight because I don't know how long I'm going to stay, but I might try it. I bought a portable fish attractor light. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's a green light, and it's battery operated LED, right? And if you don't know what those are, you drop them in the water and they attract the phytoplankton, and then that attracts the bigger fish, the minnows, the little baby, or the krill, you know. And then that brings in the bigger fish. So I bought a couple because I like them. They're cool. They were cheap. So I'm going to try and see if it works tonight. I got the battery in it. I got to tie some string to it. So basically what you do, you can take it and just throw it out, and it'll just sit there and float like a bobber. But it has a built-in lighting system in it. I'll pull it out here in a minute and show you guys. All right, I got a break. Let me see if I can get in here and find it. Oh, first let me get some got to get some bug repellent. And I'm getting a bite. I need a bigger perch. Ah, here it is. So I bought this. So basically you hook a line to this. It does this, you know, in the water. I don't know how well it works or anything, but they weren't very expensive. And since they were battery operated, I thought, well, I could afford to buy one. So I bought one. And now I'm going to tie some string to it and get it ready to deploy tonight. Let me find, here's some 50-pound braid. So see, it lights up. Maybe you guys can see it better now. Oh man, come on now. Oh, this is brand new line. Oh, this is good braid. I need to restring some of my stuff. I think that's probably enough. So I'm going to make basically my own homemade lanyard is what I'm going to do. And then here in a little bit, when it gets a little bit darker, see, you can just tie fishing line through here like so. Well, a lot of people out here tonight for a Thursday night. Maybe it's because it's so nice out. This. But man, do I miss saltwater fishing. And get my tag in here. There we go. Nice. Good job, David. David did a good job. Shit. Damn it. I thought I was cutting the tag in and I didn't. I caught the, man, I'm an idiot. You guys believe that? I'm an idiot. You guys know that? Lorelai's listening. Good. How are you, Lorelai? How's work? If anybody's in the background, come out and say hello to Lorelai. Yeah, I've caught a couple perch already. So let's see. Let me get this. Oh, come on now. Come on. Nice. Now, let's make sure I don't cut the wrong line again. All right. Pat saying hello to you. So, see what I did? So here in a little bit, I'm going to throw this out in the water and see if it works. It's really nice out here, though. Yeah, Meme still has the crown. He's been here all day. Meme said that he's going to pledge his life savings to us. He did say, though, Lorelai, that he has a German friend who lives in the Philippines who does some really cool stuff. So I got his YouTube channel, and I'm going to look him up and check him out. Is that not deep? No, it's not deep. The green, the thing, the float, the light, it's literally just going to float on the water. It's literally just going to float like a bobber. That's why I put a long line on it. Oh, shit. So that I can tie it to the mobility scooter, right? And so I won't lose it. Yeah. So it's kind of like the same thing we had when we had our fishing boat, remember? I had that light system set up where you could hook it to the battery and just throw it over the side of the boat. It's kind of the exact same thing, except for this is portable and it runs off of batteries. And they can be used in salt water and or fresh water. Get this on here, here we go. Back my catfish bait here in a minute. I haven't caught a turtle yet. Until now. You guys want, ooh, you let go. I had a turtle on the line. And almost knocked you guys in the water. Did you see that? Too many little fish. I got too big of a hook on. I got to go to the store and buy some of those itty bitty tiny hooks. I'd catch a lot more perch. Fish on, baby. I got one. I got one. Holy crap, I got one. You guys ready? Woohoo! Look how big that one is. Woohoo! Look at that. Now that's a decent sized little perch. Man, am I the fishing god or what? All right. Come on, little fishies. See, I caught a fish. I had a fish slap me earlier, Lorelei. I got a guy. There's a guy over on the other part of the dock. He's eyeballing me because I keep catching fish and he's not catching anything. And so I know he's eyeballing me to see how in the hell is he catching fish and I'm not. I know that's what he's doing. Like, man. Well, I already threw it back. Come on now, I already threw it back. Let's see if there's one a little bit deeper while I clean my hands. You know me, I hate having, getting a bite again. Hate having dirty hands. Maybe another turtle. And it's beautiful out here. Cool breeze. See, I'll show you. There's my bobber. Or was my bobber. See, I got thingies poking at it. A lot of times what happens is that was a fish, but the turtles get after it, and sometimes they want to bite the bobber, not the worm. Kind of weird, but it is what happens. Let me do a couple things. Let me get some work done here. You guys look at the pretty scenery. All right. I'm going to rebait my catfishing rod here in a minute. Let me throw this. I'll show you guys when I do this later. There we go, nice, very good. Okay, very good. Let's see what's going on the catfish rod. Might be time to change the bait on it. Something's kind of smelly. I want to see a better view of the lake. There it is. Wow, that's good news. My bait got all chewed up. Oh, nobody took it. Oh, fuck. So there's things down there chewing on it. Well, they just didn't take it. So we're going to put another piece of dead fish on there. Whew. And send it. And send it out into the water. Into the water. All right. Get my stinky hands cleaned up. Okay. Ah, one of the kids over there caught a fish. Good for them. Let's see if we get any action on the bobber. Me, Lorelei is fine on as good as she is. See the bobber there? She's waiting to see if I catch anything good. Seeing if I catch anything big. Lorelei's busy working while or spying on it. She's busy, I don't know, working. And when she gets a chance, she spies on us, meme. Maybe I can catch a mermaid? Yeah, maybe. I thought mermaids only lived in salt water. Have you ever heard of a freshwater mermaid? I just wonder, has anybody ever heard of that? Lorelei says, yes, mean, I am listening, so you better behave, buddy. Because if David says that you're misbehaving, I'm going to come after you. Marcos, nice family. Ooh, almost killed you. Don't tell me you're from the bar. Hi, Marcos, what's up? Let me show you guys the lake. You guys want to see the lake? Oh, man. There we go. More worm. We don't have a Marcos. We don't have a WhatsApp app. We only have Facebook. We do have TikTok, but we don't have WhatsApp. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I don't even know what it does, I mean. But Lorelei has her blog, if you want to check that out. Lorelei's blog on Facebook. Damn turtle. Oh, I don't even know what WhatsApp does. You got to remember, I'm an old guy. I don't keep up with fancy technology. Come on. They're cleaning my hook. Oh, it's a messenger thing? Okay. We do Facebook Messenger. We do that a lot. So you can find us on Facebook under Lorelei's blog. So it's Lorelei's, with apostrophe S, blog with a B. And then you can message us all you like from that. That we know how to do, or I know how to do. Basement is basically the same thing. Okay. So it's a messenger service. I got you. Yeah, it's even kind of like we have Zillow because we have people in the Philippines that we deal with that needs to use Zillow. But we don't even, when we're looking at the cash things, we don't do Cash App and all of those. We usually basically PayPal. So we kind of stick to one or two things that we get used to, and then we kind of go that way. Yes, we have a group on Facebook too called the Philippine American Couple Group. And then Lorelei has a blog. If you go to Lorelei's blog. So yeah, we're all over Facebook. I'd love for you to join us over there. Got a baby. I think I caught a baby fish. Sure. See, look at this one. Yeah, Meme, I think you and I have reached, my email is real easy. It's on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. That's my personal email, and you guys are welcome to email me there. If that's something you want to do, you can just reach out to me there. A lot of people do. It's right there. It's, I'll tell you what it is. Oh, I'm going to kill this poor fish too. Hang on, I'm operating. Come on. Yeah, we just try to keep it simple, Meme, to be honest. But my email address is on my YouTube channel right there on the contact stuff right in front. But it's basically just David Hartman _ 72756 at yahoo.com. And a lot of people reach out to me that way. Especially people that want to keep their, what they want to share private. Or if they want to do some other things together, we go that route. We're already connected. See, I thought we were. That's what I was thinking. We were connected already. That's what I thought, Meme. I really did. But you know me, I got a bad brain. Sometimes the brain doesn't work, Meme. Oh man, my butt's sore. Well, the sun's coming out before it goes dark here. It's been cloudy all day, so it's kind of nice to have a peek of sun. Yeah, well, A really sucks meme, and I think you probably can relate, is when you used to be smart, and then you become not smart. 3 hours left, and it looks like you're in first place. Oh, ooh. You like it here? You think it's nice? It's okay. It's quiet. I mean, we do got a bunch of housing developments around us, a couple major roads, but it is a fairly nice place. I'll say that, for a little bitty lake or pond. I don't know if I'd call this thing a lake, to be honest. Too deep right there. Well, maybe people will come on here and just appreciate a pretty view for a while. It's a good way to get your watch hours and to try to grow a subscriber or two here and there, you know, by doing these long live streams. Because I was going to come out and fish anyway, right? So it's kind of like I might as well do a live stream while I'm fishing, you know? Because I was going to come do this anyway. Oh, 3 a.m. right now. Oh, you got 3 more hours to go. I got you. I see. We're probably, I don't even know what time, at 8 o'clock. Ooh, we're getting close to sunset. The catfish should be starting to wake up. Try something a little different. Oh, man. All right. You like the view? Yeah, it's not bad, right? A couple years ago, Lorelei and I rented a boat and did a live stream while we were fishing on a boat. That was kind of fun. That worked out pretty good, and we've done a lot of live streams when we travel. You probably missed the live stream we did at the beach. A lot of pretty girls walking up and down the white sandy beaches. And then we did one at the Branson Mall, the outdoor promenade, or they call it the Landing, a big old outdoor shopping mall. A lot of people watching on those. Yeah, we've had a boat. I've had 2 boats. The old story about boats is this. There's only 2 good days on a boat. The first day you buy it and the day you sell it. But we like boats. We like to fish. We got rid of it basically because it was hard for me to manage. So. So what kind of boat would you buy? Look at the sunset. Boats are fun. They're expensive. You know, it's definitely a luxury item, having a boat. I mean, when I finally get somebody to donate that $5 million to me so I can have a house on the Intercoastal Waterway, I'll get a boat. But my problem, Meme, is I can't get anybody to give me $5 million, and I don't understand why. I thought about doing a GoFundMe page. See if anybody would give me $5 million on GoFundMe. Or $1 each. Maybe we can get 5 million people. You know? All right. I put a different bait on because I need to work on something, so I just let that kind of sit there for a while. And Meme, I've told you, and I've told everybody else on here.
Hey, sir. We were just wondering what
Sure.
your TikTok was.
Oh, we're actually on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Adventures of the on YouTube.
The Adventures?
Yeah, the Adventures of the Philippine
Okay.
American couple. Because my wife's from the Philippines,
Oh, okay.
and I'm not, obviously.
Yeah.
And we do adventures, and we have a big channel, and we do a lot of travel. So The Adventures of the Philippine American couple. And we're live right now,
Okay.
talking to people. And I know a lot of people walk by and think I'm crazy because they think I'm talking to myself. Especially old people, they come by and go, man,
With the Adventure of the Philippines.
the Philippine American couple. I know it was a long title.
Yeah.
After I made it a couple years after that, I got a lot of advice from people saying, really long name.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's too late
Okay.
now. But thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And you can walk by and see yourself if you want. I got the camera facing this way.
Oh.
You want to come see yourself? Come on. No, come over.
Wait, what?
You can see yourself right here. See? We're watching the sunset.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So this would be her.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just sitting here watching the sunset,
Oh.
running our mouths.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, appreciate you guys. Bavarian yacht. There you go. It'd be nice to have a yacht. See, we had some visitors come by and go, man, that old man is crazy. He's sitting there, he must be doing something. David, print some QR code stickers for your channel on YouTube. I know what a QR code is, but how would I get that? Meme, I don't know. How do you get one of those codes for your YouTube channel? Do you know by any chance? Because I don't know how to get one, because if I knew, I would do that and keep them with me and hand them out. I used to hand out business cards. But, you know, I ran out of those and never ordered any more. So I used to give out business cards with our channel on it. Dark here in Columbus, Indiana, Pat says. So I would like to do that, Meme. Oh, that'd be awesome, because I don't know how to do that. And then what I can do is just go on to a place and have them make little stickers out of it, right? And then people can just scan it and go to our channel directly, right? I like that. Thank you, Meme. I appreciate that, buddy. Because that is something I would use. 'Cause I talk to a lot of people when I'm out and about. It'd probably help my subscribers quite a bit. Maybe I'll run into somebody who'll give me that $5 million. I need to buy some. I need to get some wet ones or something. I hate my hands getting so damn dirty. I got, oh, yeah. So they could just, yeah, I know what you mean now. So they literally could just scan it and go whoop, boom. That would be great, meme. And I would do that. I wonder if I could get a big one and put it on the back of my pickup truck. I'm going to do that. If you send me that, I will definitely do that. I really will. I can put it on my vest, right? Maybe make a hat. I would do that, buddy. That would be cool. So, Pat, why is it dark? Oh, it is online. It is on. So, Pat, are you getting storms in Indiana? That would be cool, man. See, you guys are good. What would I do without subscribers? I know Galactic Game is going to help me out with some stuff. Galactic Gaming. I need to see what's going on below me. I got any bait left? Not yet, Brother David. All right. Look at that beautiful sky behind me, though. Isn't that just beautiful? All right. We're going to catch another one, boys and girls. Ah, here comes this dang turtle. Turtle scares the perch away. So yeah, we were excited about being able to do 60 kids school supplies, and now we're going to try to do $500. We got some money already donated from Ronald and Dennis and a couple other people I think have donated. So we're close to five. Well, no, we're not close. We're not close. But we've got some action, and we're going to use that money, and we're going to buy cases and cases of dry goods. I think like noodles to give out to these challenged families in the Philippines here soon. So I got some more videos coming out. I'm working on a video about my new pizza oven. Oh. And remember, We're going to have a big party July the 5th, and you guys are all welcome to come. You just got to wear a tropical shirt. It's going to be our annual tropical shirt party. And then we're going to be going to Texas late this month. We're going to go to this Japanese store that has really cool gadgets and weird food in it in Dallas. And so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, Meme, thank you. I'll check that when I get home. I'll check it when I get home tonight. I know how to order stickers and things because I think about 2 years ago, somebody was kind enough and they sent me a $75 gift card to a banner place that makes banners and to give to us so that we could make a banner for our channel. And so they had 75 bucks, so I bought a really big, that's what you see in my office when I'm in my office. That banner, basically somebody donated that to us. Uh-oh. My line is getting a little tighter. I do have a printer, sure do. Oh, you're saying I can make my own, right? So I can just buy some stickers and print them. Yeah, I know how to do all of that. When I was still teaching, I made labels and, ooh, shit. Oh, fuck me. Man, booger buttholes. So yeah, when I was still teaching, yeah, I made stickers all the time for different projects and, you know, this and that, and use all kinds of different mailing address shapes to do different things with. Pat will be right back. All right, Pat. So yeah, I'm used to that. There he is. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that 50-pound fish. Look at this 50-pounder, boys and girls. Man, that's a perch the size of Godzilla. See that? Man. Man, he took that hook right through the nose. I should be able to not hurt this one. There you go. Another little perchy. Okay, yeah, I know that when you go to print things, what you do is you basically set the printer up to print on whatever form, like form 2431 or something like that, you know what I mean? So whatever form the Word or Microsoft Office will automatically format to like the Avery sticker size. That's what we used to do at the college. I would just tell it which sticker I'm using. I would line it up, you know, make it look nice, make sure that the text was centered, and then it would just propagate, and you can print 1 sheet to 2 sheets to a bunch. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with that one because we did that a lot. Because I made labels for a lot of things. So yeah, I'm very familiar with that. Because we were always making labels. Come on. And I know like in the Avery stuff, I don't know if you guys have that brand there, but you can buy them in all kinds of different shapes, like business cards. We used to make our own business cards as teachers until the college finally got around to making our own for us. But you can make square stickers and all kinds of things, yeah. So I can do that, buddy, let me tell you. And I can do that this weekend, maybe. If I get time, I can go to an office supply store and pick up some. I got some mailing labels, but they're really small. I think that's all I got. I do got some photo paper, but I don't want to use that because the photo papers aren't stickers. Really? That's cool. 3D printing is cool. I got a, shit. Right before I retired, in our science and technology laboratory, we got our first 3D printer, right? Right before I retired. And one thing they did as practice is they took a 3D image of my the top of me and printed out. It's only about this big, but I still have it. It's really kind of cool. So they scanned me, and then the printer printed out a little, and it looks just like me. They, you know. Well, that's cool. So that was, God, 10 years ago. 10 years ago this summer that I retired. And I think they did that the year I retired, right before I quit. We got a grant to get a 3D, it wasn't a very big one, but, you know, to teach students with, it was cool. They were very excited. So they were looking for things to print, you know, to make. And they thought it was really cool to be able to do humans. Well, that is cool, man. One thing I've often wanted was like a cartoon representation of Lorelei and I. You know, me with the tropical shirt on and my hat, and Lorelei looking as pretty as ever. You know, kind of like a caricature that we could use in marketing, you know, a little character type thing that could be printed on a t-shirt. It could be on our YouTube channel, you know, kind of like our own logo, I guess is what you'd call it. Cartoon logo, or I don't know what you call those. But and I saw on TV or YouTube, which I thought was really cool. And I don't know if you've seen this, where somebody was printing a house. They were making a house out of it with a 3D printer. See, when it won't go under, it's a turtle. And the turtles don't do a very good job eating the worm. They just kind of gum it and mess it up. So I got that green light in the water now. I'm just going to let it lay there and sit in the water, and I'm going to see if anything comes around to it. See how it works. Yeah, that's right. We live in a 3D world, so a 3D printer should be just fine, right? Well, yeah, I think that was pretty cool that they could do so much with it. Oh, that's a nice breeze. I got a nice breeze finally. Oh. That's cool, man. We'll try to do that. I appreciate that meme. I really do. Some of it may be over my head. I've usually caught a catfish by now. Ooh, there it is. There's the catfish. I told you, I'm in the wrong spot. They've already moved up really shallow. I missed them. They went too shallow too quick. They're over here. Yep. They're already over here real shallow. So let's hope we get one here. Yeah, I would definitely like to learn more about all of that stuff. You know, I was getting into it when I retired from teaching because I was doing some educational stuff with that lab, making sure they were doing everything right and safe and all of that stuff. And I was also giving them professional behavior lessons. Because these were, I hate to say it because they were good people, but they were basically computer nerds. And they didn't have a lot of socialization skills, but they had to interact with people at our college, and they weren't doing so well with it. And so I was asked by their I don't know what you want to call it, their teacher, the program director, if I would come down and do a safety check on the laboratory, teach them everything about that. And then she wanted me, and I did, to give them lessons about how to be professional, how to behave in a collegiate setting, how to interact with other professors and members of the community who may give us money. So that was kind of interesting, right? Because I'm a bum. So you got a bum teaching these kids how to dress, kind of, how to speak and talk to people. How to look people in the eye was a big one. They didn't want to look at people in the eye. And they would stumble and mumble. You're a computer nerd since 30 years. From the age of 10, dream mine was like something. Download my stuff and print it out. Here we go. Yeah. So nice people. They just didn't have a lot of social networking skills. And the other problem was they weren't ready to go into the workforce. So, you know what I mean? That they just weren't ready to go to a Walmart corporate interview. Once they graduated, that was part of the problem. They didn't know how to land those jobs making $80,000, $90,000 a year because of their computer skills. They didn't know how to land them because they didn't know how to relate and talk to people. Some of them did, not all of them did. So I would do a lot of that with them. You know, because in the beginning, they all thought it was appropriate to wear pajamas to class, to wear pajamas to the laboratory, you know. they had a tendency. Sometimes some of them had a tendency to call people dude a lot, dude, you know, and now you can't do that, man. Yeah, I agree with you there. Shit. That's it. But we got them trained up. Uh-oh. And a lot of them went to work for Walmart in the IT department, graphic department. So I think it worked. But I found it really weird because, you know, I was known at the college as an asshole, as somebody you didn't want to cross, somebody you didn't want to piss off. But when they wanted students to be, I don't know, a little bit more professional or sensitive issues, they would ask me to go do it. But I was really good at it, believe it or not. I mean, I would try, and I would do it in a way that they never felt like anybody was criticizing them. Shit. And meme, you're right. I would tell them, and I've told students all my life, sometimes the biggest thing you need to do is know when to shut up and listen and when to speak. Because sometimes the best thing you can do is just shut up. What do they say? You can learn more when you close the mouth and open the ears. I'm always the asshole because I'm German and I know what I'm talking about. There you go. Well, I'm the asshole because I didn't want to be bothered. You know, I'm one of these weird people, to be honest, that I'm a true introvert who happens to be able to switch on and change personalities into an extrovert. And I'm really good at it, but I would prefer to be left alone and do my thing, right? So I was considered an asshole because I didn't want people coming to my office and bugging me. I didn't want to sit and chit-chat with everybody. I didn't want to just yak. You know, I do it now on live stream because I'm poor and I need money. That was weird. But if you ask me to go and do something, to lecture, to talk to a group of people, to do A, B, C, D, and E, I looked at it as a task, a job. So I had no problems with it. If you needed me to be a public speaker, then I turn it on and become a public speaker like here. You know, I have to be this. You know, when I had to teach class, it was time for me to become a teacher. So I had to become a teacher. I had a lot of people always tell me I had to be a really good actor because I could switch gears and go back to minding my own damn business in a heartbeat. Yep. I know. I think the biggest crowd I've ever spoke in front of is about 5,000 people. But so just kind of interesting. Check this catfish rod. So I don't know. But I was really good at turning it on when I needed to turn it on. and I'm really good at turning it off. When I get home tonight, I'll turn it off. But, you know, I'm playing YouTuber right now, so this is what I'm doing. You know, because I was an expert in my field and a lot of different minor fields, right? So I don't know. I do miss having a job, being somewhat important. You know, now I'm just a deadbeat who hangs out on YouTube. Come on now. We're fishing tonight for all of you kind people in the background. We've got a whole bunch of fish. We've got some 60 and 70 pounders. You missed those. If you're here in the background, you haven't given us a thumbs up, do that. $500,000, holy shit. That's a big ass audience. Mine was at a conference, a really large conference, and I wasn't scheduled, but one of the speakers needed a counterpart, a counter speaker, you know, he needed help with his topic. And he asked if I could step in and come on stage with him and work with him on his topic. So I said, sure. I bet you it was a lot of fun. And think about all the millions you made. See, if you could have got them just to give you $1 each, man, you'd be hanging out on your boat today, right? Pat says, I'm back. Pat, good to have you back. What did you have for dinner, Pat? Yeah, it's an ice cream truck. Yep. It was an ice cream truck. They're down in the parking lot. Is that what your ice cream truck sounds like, Meme? Or you have a different tune? What is it? What's that thing? I scream for ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. Chicken sandwich from McDonald's. All right. I'm going to just eat leftover whatever at the house. We're trying not to... Man, I got dizzy real quick. Holy shit. Why in the hell am I so dizzy? Wow. If I fall off of here, for some strange reason I tipple over and fall apart or something. That was weird. Wow. You know, from your visit? Yeah. We scream for ice cream. We're trying to save money, Pat, is what we're trying to do. We're trying to be better with our finances. I'm going to have to... I'm gonna have to scrub my hands like crazy when I get home. Yeah, I don't like their French fries. I don't like McDonald's French fries. But a lot of times what we will do is when we're on the road traveling, Lorelai and I, if we get hungry and we need to do that, there's two places that we'll go real quick. We will go through McDonald's and get a number 7 combo and share it. A number 7 has 2 little hamburgers or cheeseburgers and French fries. So we both get a little hamburger. And Burger King has the same. I think it's a number 9. They got 2 cheeseburgers and French fries. And so we will buy that on the road. And scrap some money up and come to Germany. Yeah, I'd like to go to Germany. I would. I'd like to see my homeland. Heck, I can't claim Germany as my homeland. We'd like to go to Europe. Well, Lorelai would like to go to Europe. She wants to take a cruise in Europe really bad. But I'm not for sure if that's going to happen or not. But we'd like to do that. All right, let me see what's going on there. Homeland, yeah. I think Germans would be offended if I called Germany my homeland, since I've never been there, or was never born there. So I wouldn't want to offend. I wouldn't want to offend you guys, right? But I would like to see, one, I'd really like to have an authentic cuckoo clock. But yeah, I'd like to see old Germany, I guess. I'm kind of a historical buff. I like old things. I like old architecture. I'm always fascinated by how people built stuff in the past. I personally just love architecture. Yeah, we're definitely German. I just wouldn't want to offend anybody, because everybody gets so offended these days. Oh, it's nice out still. I did bring a light, so that's a good thing. And the old bridge is rocking, a lot of people walking on it. James, how are you, buddy? I was talking about you earlier. Yeah, we've caught a whole bunch of perch tonight. I don't know how many, maybe 5 or 6. Well, not a whole bunch, 5 or 6. No catfish yet. But, sitting here killing time, trying to make a YouTube channel, trying to make YouTube great again, letting everybody watch the sunset behind me. You guys all say hello to James for me, please. Book a bite sometime, and you both can enjoy my play. Oh, great. We'd be happy to do that. I know Lorelai definitely wants to visit Europe. Pat says, I got a little German in me from my father's side. Mother and father think we both have in Whitesburg, Kentucky. Okay. Name says hello to James. James, not bad. Half dozen perch. Yeah, not bad. You know, if you lived close, I would take you fishing with me. Not too bad tonight. It's a beautiful night, James. Not real hot. You know, just really nice to sit and to relax and to enjoy the night. So, kind of what we're doing. I can't remember why I was talking about you. What was I saying about James? Does anybody remember something? It was all good, James, all good. I just don't remember what it was now. Oh, I remember, James. I was telling them earlier that you turned me on to that Skinny Pop popcorn. And so we bought some, and it's really good popcorn, and it has so few ingredients in it. So very happy that you turned me on to that. We bought some at Sam's Club the other day, a box of it. These little snack packs. And it's really good popcorn, James.
Is that a bit too risky?
Some German in Columbus, Indiana. Yeah, there's Germans all over America.
There's most likely 0.1 chance.
There's a German town in Memphis, Tennessee. And I know there's a lot of Germans up like as Wisconsin and all of that area. I know that. I think there's a whole lot of German in America. I really do. There's a lot of Irish and everything else too. I mean, we truly are just a gigantic cluster, you know. Man, I can't believe I haven't gotten a catfish bite yet. Need to check to see if that light's glowing. Oh, it sinks. I thought it floated. It doesn't float my light. I'll show you my light, guys. So I bought this little gadget. It's supposed to attract fish, right? And I thought it was a floater, but it's a sinker apparently. It sinks, and I don't want it to sink. I want it to float. I want it to be right at the top of the water. I want it to be at the top of the water so it attracts bugs. Germans and Netherlands and British guys found in America, no wonder. That's what I mean. It's, you know, there really is no Americans. We're all from somewhere else, except for the Native Americans. Got a little piece of worm. Yeah, I agree with you. Well, I guess in some ways, isn't every country a colony? You know what I mean? I mean, at one point in time, I think everybody's been invaded. Everybody's opened themselves up to immigration from all over the world. People have been, mixing for thousands of years. And, I mean, is there, I guess my question and or point would be, even in Japan, let's pick on Japan for a second. Even Japan, who's kind of a closed off country, right? I wonder if you could do a DNA thing and find somebody who's truly 100% Japanese or because you may not be able to find that, but if you could figure out or find somebody that has no other contributing factors to their DNA. So no Spanish, no Portuguese who was in Japan. No Chinese, no nothing. You know what I mean? You think it's a scam? Can you explain why or how? But so I just don't think you can find. Oh, I had a bat fly by. I just don't think you can find anybody who's 100% anything. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. All right, well, it's nighttime over there, so the perch aren't buying in over there. Try to drop this right here on top of my light. And just kind of be patient and wait and see. Yeah, so James, if you're still there, I was telling him about Skinny Pop popcorn. That's why I was chit-chatting about you. Because we're trying to eat healthier, meaning what we're trying to do is not cut out the bad ingredients. Is what we're trying to do. I don't know how well we're doing it. But our goal is to eat more authentic food, I guess you could say. Which is really, really hard. Really, really hard. When you do a test, you need a basic level of security that you can assume nobody. Oh, I agree with that. I'm one of these people that don't think you can trust anybody. I really don't. I think there's a whole lot of guesswork involved in everything. There's a whole lot of people that just go, nah, just do it like this, or this will be okay. I don't. I think there's a lot of incompetence. I think there's a lot of shortcuts. I think there's a lot of people that just don't want to follow through and do the right thing. Too many people want to take the easy way out. And it's been going on like that for years and years and years. So it's corrupted everything from the start, right? So go back 100 years or 200 years. Everything's been corrupted back then by them. Everything that's come forward from them is like the fruit of a poisonous tree. It's getting quiet out here. Man, I can't believe I haven't caught a catfish. What I have for sure is the stories of my ancestors. Well, and I guess, I mean, I look at that as, how do you know any of that's true? You know, our ancestors have lied more than we could imagine. And this is something I talk about with religion. You know, religious people just make shit up that sounds good to them. And they're not going to make themselves look bad. And they're going to emphasize on what they want to emphasize on. Or, you know, our family members did the same. You know, we don't know the real story of anybody or anything because the real story has been hidden, has been taken away. So we don't know really what happened. We just know somebody's edited version of what happened. We don't know the real history of anything. And I mean of anything. Medical, science, religion, you know, history, all of it is to me, tainted information. And you have to take it all with a grain of salt. I don't talk about America, storytelling. I'm talking about what I have right now, where I am. Well, and I understand that, but what I'm saying is, are you sure that it's 1,000% accurate? Because humans have a tendency not to tell the truth about things. All we really know, there we go, is, and maybe this is what you mean, all we really know is what's happening today, right now, what we've seen with our own eyes. That's the only thing we really and truly know. I think I don't know. I've heard so many different versions of different things, you know what I mean? I've heard so many different versions of shit. So I don't believe anybody. I take it all with a grain of salt. That's correct, correct. So I'm one of these people. Call me whatever you want to call me, you know, but I look at things and go, well, that's your version of what you think happened. But that doesn't mean that that's reality. That's kind of the deal. Or at least how I see it. And maybe I'm just a jerk. But I know, and what I mean, because I've studied human behavior and I know my own human behavior. We don't have to go far to study human behavior. All we've got to do is look at ourselves. You know, everybody lies. Everybody's full of shit. Everybody misinterprets things. You know, everybody doesn't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So, and I mean everybody. So there's a lot of real information that has never been communicated for a lot of different reasons. Pride, ego, money, whatever it may be, right? And that's what I think. And that's what I think about a lot of churches. That's why I don't go to church, is because of that. I think it's, you know, somebody's version of what they want religion to be. When and I learned this being a college student, and a teacher. A lot of teachers would teach what they believed, not what was in the textbook or what the historical data told you. They would manipulate it to come out of their mouths the way they wanted it to come out of their mouths. So, and that's the honest truth. I've seen hundreds of teachers, all the teachers, hell, everybody. They misshape or they shape things the way they want it, period. And if you get 5 people, they can't tell you the story the same way. You can't do it. People can't do it. And for me, that's the honest fact. I've been there, done that, and talked to so many people about the same topic, and you get so much different answers and versions and theories that it's crazy. The truth is here, yeah, not in a book. You can visit all the places by. Well, yeah, what I mean is, I was using that as that's why I'm choking my hat. I was using that as a kind of example. If you're supposed to teach the subject matter out of a book, right, because it's a class you're teaching, okay? So you're teaching out of the book, for example. They want you to do that. All right. Maybe you don't agree with it or whatever. But when all the different teachers have a different theory and they leave out things and add things, you know it's all garbage. So if everybody's supposed to teach the same biology book, and you get 5 different interpretations of the biology book, what do you think they're doing in the Bible over thousands of years for power, money, and greed? That's how I look at it. And maybe that's me just being a jerk, but I don't believe anybody. Europe is not Las Vegas. Well, I agree. Vegas is not Europe. I agree. And of course, if you remember as kids, when you would play the telephone game, remember that game? Where they would have a bunch of kids line up. Ooh, might be getting a bite. You'd have a bunch of kids lined up, and somebody would tell kid number 1, pass it on. Johnny's wearing red boots. And by the time it got to the end of it, it's like Billy murdered 20 people in a hallway, So it's just, people, you just can't trust. All you can do is try to verify by your own self. And I give a lot of advice, as you know. I really do. I give a lot of advice, and a lot of my advice is go and verify what I'm telling you, that it's going to work for you. Because whatever I'm telling you has to work for you. Know exactly what you mean. You can shape the meaning of the way you want, yes. Would you have the chance to research Old Castle? Oh, I agree. No, I agree with all of that. But, we watch a lot of those shows about ancient aliens and, hidden cities. And I like how all these people have a different theory about a rock. Well, this rock came from the ancient gods that came down. No, this is from the aliens that live inside the planet, so no, this is how they used to live in a castle. No, this is how they used to live in a castle. It's just crazy. Space doesn't exist. Well, I'm starting to think the fish aren't existing. But that's kind of how I see things, I guess. And all these TV shows that underestimate ancient people. Well, there's no way that people that lived 3,000 years ago would have had the ability to do this. Well, how in the hell do you know? Don't you know necessity is the mother of invention? You think just because they didn't have a computer like we have, they were stupid? That they couldn't add 2 + 2? That's what bugs me. So it had to be aliens. It had to be this. It had to be the gods. It's just like, shit, people. There's no way they could have built that structure by themselves. How do you know? Why not? That's just kind of me, man. I just think it's all a bunch of. All right. I think I'm starting to realize that it's dark out. So it might be time to pack up and head back towards the truck. Because usually I've caught fish by now. So we got a lot of little ones. All right, let me get this one in. Very disappointed. That's okay. Pat says, right on. Why are new submarine cables consistently being laid to connect the internet? If space and satellites exist, the problems wouldn't exist. Okay. Let me. Hang on, boys and girls. I need to. All right. Needed to do that. My mess. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I gotta find my tweezers real quick, my cutters. All right. Please roll home and call me. I'm trying. Are we hooked up on Messenger meme? Cause are you in Germany now or America or where are you at now? All right. Here we go. You guys ready to go for a ride? Alrighty. Still a few people fishing. All right, hold on, guys. I want to get you guys turned around. Huh. So you're in Germany then? Oh, I don't know where my flashlight went. Yeah. You know what's weird is, huh? You know, guys, it looks like they changed something. On the menu to the right, they changed something. They used to have on the iPhone where you could do a flashlight.
Catch anything, my dude?
Oh yeah, just a bunch of perch.
Oh,
You know,
to use for bait.
just worms. Easy peasy, small hooks.
Alrighty.
That's all.
Our hooks are a bit large. About two catfish.
Yeah, I didn't catch. I usually catch 3 or 4 catfish right here.
Yeah.
You know, catch them on worms or pretty much anything.
Yeah, we was fishing on the bank.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of what I do. I just go on this, but I go to the bank.
Okay.
You know, out
Oh
from
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to get bugs all over you.
Yeah.
You don't get bit by a snake.
Oh.
You know,
That's the worst.
yeah. But we usually catch a bunch of, and at this time of night, because I've been here quite a bit,
Mhm.
they're usually up shore the shoreline.
Right.
They're 25 to 30 feet off of the shoreline
Yeah.
is where the catfish are this time of night.
Yeah, that's where we was casting and caught like about 2. The last time we came here, we caught about 7.
Yeah, I know. Tonight's a slow night because I've caught a lot too. What are you using for bait?
We're using shrimp.
Shrimp?
Yeah, shrimp.
No shit.
Yeah, and they bite. Yeah.
I'll be
Last time-
damned.
Last time we came here, we got about 7, and he was using liver.
Right, liver's better because,
Yeah,
yeah, I wouldn't have thought of shrimp.
yeah.
That's,
Got a few bites off the shrimp.
I mean, we use shrimp in salt water all the time,
Yeah,
but that's interesting, huh?
yeah. We caught these 2 off the shrimp.
Right. I've used liver here too and caught a lot of them, but you also catch a lot of turtles.
Yeah, the turtles were messing with us
Yes.
earlier.
And then if you use minnows, all you're gonna do is catch turtles. The turtles love the minnows. I mean, it drove me crazy. I brought minnows down one time,
And catch
and I couldn't get anything but turtles because they like to look. They're like, oh, a fish, and psh, you know, and that's a real pain. But we've caught a lot of the catfish just on night crawlers, but usually about up to 25 feet off of the shoreline, so not real deep. So,
Yeah.
well, good. So,
Well,
and I saw somebody catch a trout here once.
Trout?
Yeah, like you know, they stock them with rainbow trout.
I heard there was gonna be a tournament here.
Well, there's a tournament in Fayetteville at one of the small lakes in Fayetteville. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know why they do it here.
You do any tournaments? You
No.
you just fish for the fun of it.
Yeah, I do live streams while I fish. So,
Are you streaming right now?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. The weird thing is the iPhones used to have a flashlight when you show the camera that way.
Right.
You could turn on the light,
Right.
but they've updated it, and now it's gone.
Wow. Yeah,
So
that's
you-
why I don't really update my
Yeah.
iOS because usually it.
I know.
Yeah.
You get screwed. So I
Yeah.
brought a little light, you know. But
Probably one of my friends.
but it's all right. So,
Alright. Well,
all right, buddy. Take care, man.
you heading
Oh,
out?
yeah.
Or you're just gonna fish some.
No, I'm gonna head towards the truck.
All right. Well, you have a blessed day.
But you too. You guys have fun.
Alrighty. Appreciate that.
Cast towards the shore.
Alrighty. You have a good one.
You too. Oh, all right. So I don't know what happened to the flashlight on the iPhone. They took it away. But here, you guys can see me now. All right, I'll do that. Oh, it's all right. I know this area very well. I've traveled this little paved area very well. I be no scared. I know how to get there. I'm not worried about it. I know this area really well. And I got a light, you see, and I'll just shine it when I need to. I always like to end it when I get to the truck. Let's go, up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can do it. Get up the hill. There we go. You guys may not be able to see what I can see, but it's actually lighter out here than you think. So, see, look at me. And there's a picnic table right there. And plus, you never know the adventure you're going to have. I might find Bigfoot out here in the dark, man. If I had a light on, might not be able to see Bigfoot. And hey, if I get abducted by aliens or Bigfoot, don't you guys want to see that? The only problem we have, Mean, is making international phone calls. Isn't that expensive to make international phone calls? So if you had Messenger, then we could FaceTime on Messenger like Pat and I do and James and I do. And it wouldn't cost either one of us anything. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:30 already. Wow. Pat says, yep, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I know we don't ever call the Philippines. We use Messenger to talk to everybody in the Philippines. And same thing with the guys in Australia. We do Messenger so that we don't have to do any of that. And then, of course, with Pat and everybody else in America, it seems to be easier just to do Messenger. Now, I talk to some of you guys in America directly on the phone, which is fine. "10:30 for you." Yeah, it's 9:30 here. So it's kind of late for me. See Bigfoot? Yes. And what about this? Check out the here, you guys. Let's do it this way. How will this work? Can I be your beacon of light? This is a really cool light. It's actually like a little solar light, camping light. Real, you know. It hangs up, but recharges solar-wise or with a charger. There's a truck over there you guys can't see. Oh man, take me another half hour or more to get home. See, it's daylight now. I got a bug on me. Boys and girls, we're going to sign off here. All right, Meme, I'll see what I can do, all right? What I can do to get a hold of you, buddy, okay? Pat, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you all for coming in tonight. So let me get off here. So, man, I stink. So I can load up the truck. And, man, it might look like we got storms coming. Good time to go home. So maybe that's why the fishing wasn't great. But, all right, guys, anyway, we appreciate you. We'll see you maybe tomorrow or this weekend or something. But let me see if I can get my stinky butt in this truck. So, all right, we will. I will. It's going to take me a little bit to get home. So just be aware of that. So take care. See ya.